How are you? And ho, ho, ho. This is our Christmas party. Hi, Liz. How are you? And if you're watching this on replay, anyone, thank you for joining us. And let me say ahead of time, you could really do me a favor by liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. I love that. And I always respond. I hope you got to watch the hot today. Liz, did you get to watch it? Oh, wait a moment. So we have Laura. She's out posting in her group. She forgot to do that. She's going to be playing Violet tonight. She's going to mod for us, and this should be a really good time. I've got my Christmas goodies here that I'll move away in a minute, but I wanted to share that we were having a Christmas party. In the collaboration, not to give anything away, I actually used the jar that we are going to use tonight to make our houses. And it's a lot of fun. And if everyone likes it, then what we'll do is add it to, once in a while to a Saturday night and have some fun and let the universe decide what we're doing. It's really a laugh, actually. It's really fun. So Laura is muted for just a moment, and then she's going to come in and wave hello and the Merry Christmas tidings, and then we'll go full screen.
Hey y'all! Happy ho ho ho! How's everybody doing?
Just Liz so far, but I know we have some other people coming, and
Hey Liz, how are you?
it is Christmas. It's holiday season madness right now, I think.
Oh gosh, it is.
Yeah. Oh, I love this
It's
church too. Liz, I got it to make it Gothic. I found it at the Dollar Tree. They have different colors too. Different glitter colors. It's shedding. I thought I would make it look like stone or something, and you know, as I do love a shrine or a church, kind of customize it. I thought it would be fun. I have a bell with some rusty fabric here, and I won't do that again. Hi, Diane. How are you?
Hey Diane.
Happy holidays. We have Laura here with us today. So
Yes,
good to
I'm
have
going to be
you.
playing the part of the lovely Violet, who couldn't make it tonight, but she may make an appearance in the
Yeah,
chat.
she might do that. She's traveling. She's got stuff going. She's got holiday cheer going on. And I
Good
hope
for
to bring some
her.
holiday cheer to your living room or desk or whatever tonight too. Everyone that's here. Hi, Estella. Hopefully we'll have Margalo too. She's not doing something Christmassy. She's not on Facebook.
Hi
Um,
Stella.
Yay! I'm so excited. So I have my Christmas cheer here that I'm actually going to move away, and I'm probably going to eat these mints. But you saw it. It's a Christmas party.
Yeah.
And I have my wings on my finger, which I absolutely love. I used to wear this ring so much. It was one of those stretchy ones. I
Mm-hmm.
actually wired it and took the
Very
stretchy bit
pretty.
off. It's
I love
gorgeous.
big statement rings.
I do too. This one I bought for myself when I was when I was doing holiday shopping online. It's got moons on
Mm-hmm.
both sides of this, and it is so
Nice.
beautiful. I almost think I need to order another one. Why do I need two? I got it online for a
Because
steal, and it's
you're
like
right.
925 silver. I'm thinking in case it ever breaks, because I'm not taking this off.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
See, I try not to wear too much jewelry because I am a paint flinging monkey.
I am too. Yeah.
I get it everywhere, and I just really don't want to mess up my good jewelry. I have an amethyst cluster ring that I love. That ring I never take off because that was my grandfather's ring.
Oh, how cool. I'm a paint flinger too, but I do take these off if I'm getting really into it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I always leave my wedding ring on, but it got too small. So, I mean, it was just tight. So I told Bill I want it sized, and I took it off and put a different ring on that he bought me when we started dating. That's what I wear now. I put
Awesome.
bells on a safety pin on my bracelet in case they get annoying. I can take it off. I
Right.
was gonna put them on a string, and then I thought, all right, I'm not tying that on my bracelet and be stuck with it. So I'm gonna move this away and talk about what we're doing tonight. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Who's doing it? Are you gonna do it, Laura?
I'm gonna try.
Oh,
I
that's
don't have a
awesome.
church to alter, but
Yeah, well, we can actually, no, we're not altering the church tonight. Um,
oh,
but
okay.
we can use this shape, I was thinking, for one of our cards. And
Absolutely. That would
I
be fun.
wouldn't that be fun? So I thought that was my inspiration. So I'm going to move this to the side. Where at? I don't know. There's no room left. It went on the floor.
I have some big old pieces of wallpaper, and that I think that's what I'm gonna.
Yes. I collect old wallpaper. I love using wallpaper. That's wonderful.
I didn't really like it.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Grinning Ferret. You're new.
Yes,
Hello. What is your name?
JD. How are y'all?
Oh, I'm so glad you came to say hello. Oh, that's okay. If you are running out of time. So, Grin, what is your name, or do you just go by Grin?
That is JD. I also call her Bominicious.
Oh,
Um, because she goes by her initials, and there is a joke done by Cedric the Entertainer that
uh-huh,
makes me giggle every time I watch it. I have it posted in my group,
uh-huh.
and I always think of JD because she goes by her initials. And if you
That's
watch the
awesome.
joke, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's so freaking funny.
Okay, well, I'm going to go full screen so I can share these and talk about the jar.
All
And
righty. Yes,
and
tell me about
welcome,
the
JD.
jar.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming. Okay, full screen here. I'm a doing it.
So cute.
Think I am. There we go. Just takes a minute, right? I think StreamYard's being a little slow tonight.
There's probably a lot of people going live, and
Oh, yeah.
YouTube needs to expand their uh,
What
keep
is it
wanting to
that
say
they're
their server. They don't have
Oh,
one big enough for the platform when
oh.
so many people go live.
I thought the internet was infinite, so I
Oh,
don't know. I'm
really?
not a tech person at all. Okay, so what I have here, and I just cut this one. It is just a started, I was just as an example showing that we could make a castle top. Do you guys remember the castle journal I did? I don't have it anymore, sold it. Um, because somebody contacted me after I shared it, but you can cut that shape, that castle shape. I was thinking this church shape might be nice. And then let me get these out of the way. I have these. So what we're going to do is play a game, and we're going to keep in mind that our substrate is going to be a building, a house, and it can be 3D. You guys can use boxes if you want and do like a 3D roof on it. Um,
Hi,
I've even got
Margalo. Margalo says
Oh,
hi.
Margalo. I just mentioned you. Hello, lovely neighbor. Margalo lives down the road from me, like 30 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah. Um, so I was thinking even like if you want to do a roof like out of this is a coffee thing that I have embossed, a couple of them here. It's the foil that you pull off because it's so thick, and I love
mhm.
hitting them with alcohol ink. So
And you embossed it. That's pretty
yeah,
awesome.
I actually have some that are painted. That I mean they're just beautiful. But this foil is nice and thick. And then I also have I did a few with scraps, a few of these with some scraps, and I've got them cut out, put a little crackle paste on these. So I may decide to grab one of these. You guys can start with, just your scraps and use a piece of cardboard or a piece of cereal box or anything like that. But what we're going to do is use the wild abandon jar from the hop. Margalo, did you watch the hop yet? I'm wondering. Oh, hey, Diane. How are you? Good morning. In Australia. So glad you're here. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Wild abandon jar. And this has all kinds of slips in it. And I actually just added a few more that I thought of. And every time I get a new medium or a new technique or a new style or, something new comes along, I add more to this jar. Like I added rip strips because that's something that I make are the rip strips. And so I decided, because I use them in other ways too, to add that slip to the jar. I mean, and some things are in here 3 or 4 times and I'm not going to look and take them out. I mean, if I think, oh, that might not be in there, I still add it because there's so many in here. There's hundreds of them. So what we're going to do is shake that up real good, knowing we're going to make a house, and let's draw. So let's draw 3. Should we do 3 to go with our houses or 2?
Sounds good.
What do you think? How many should we draw? I'm going to let you guys decide that this first game because we can do it different each time.
I apologize for the noise.
Oh, you're fine. So should we do 2 or 3? Everyone in chat, what do you think? The more we pick, the harder it gets. So we could start low and work our way up. Three. We got 3 everywhere. All right. Let's pick 3. Hopefully we'll get some real old ones because, okay, that one fell out. So this says gifted. That would mean somebody gave it to you, whether in Happy Mail or maybe it's a gift. Maybe it's, like you want to draw out a gift, but use the word or the thought gifted. And the second one? A fun edge. That means your pinking shears or those fancy scissors or something you cut that's a little different, or maybe it's this castle. Maybe that's a fun edge. And the third one? Sometimes it's really challenging too, like the things just do not go together. The third one is, green. Okay.
Oh, that's my favorite color.
Is it? Oh, that's awesome. It must be for you. The universe just chose that for you. See?
What was the second one?
The second one is a fun edge. Oh, hey, Susie. Hello. I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, Susie Q.
Let's give Susie and Grin and Ferret a big shout out from all of the people that have been here before, and a big welcome because I'm just so glad to have new people. That's awesome. Okay, and Diane said, Sharon, is it my phone or is it your ring moving? Huh? It's probably my ring. Which one? Ooh. Did you see what I did? My red and green that I'm going to mess up.
I see that.
I did it just before we started. And then I've got those bells on. Are they annoying? Because I can take them off.
No, they're very pretty.
Well, it's just bells on the safety pin. I do too. I do too. Some people are annoyed by it, but it depends on the jingle. Okay, so if you're playing along, I'm going to write these big so you guys can see them, okay? So let's find a scrappy piece. So we have, this is for the first round. We'll see how many we get through. So we picked 3, and they are gifted, and that could be something that somebody gave you. Or you can think outside the box here too. However you want to twist that to fit what you're doing, that's fine. But we're making houses. So we have our substrate already. A fun edge. And we have green. Okay. So those are our three. And I'm going to, when you're playing this game, if you have a jar like this, until you're done, you want to pull out your slips, and not pick those again for that evening. I'm going to eat a Christmas candy. My breath probably needs it. Okay. So these are some that I worked on. You guys remember these right here from chipboard? I saved these
Mm-hmm.
and I have no idea why. I've had them for years and I thought, you know what? I'm going to use those. I made a doorway.
Cool.
That's what that is. So, I mean, really thinking scrappy and outside the box. And it's our game. Change it however, to fit you and what you're making. Okay. So first of all, I need something gifted. Let me see. I've got some Happy Mail right here. Oh, I actually have some wallpaper from Lisa right here. So I'm going to use some wallpaper too. If I can find it. I mean, I know it's right here. Come on. The envelope should be right here. I've got this thing standing up next to my desk here. I just cut it out. Move it.
I'm still looking.
Okay, tell a joke while I look. I know you got jokes, girl.
You know, normally I can come up with jokes, but when somebody says, tell a
Tell a
joke,
joke. Yeah.
I can't think of anything. I mean, my brain just goes.
All right, there's some. All right, so I'm going to grab some scraps then, and I'm not going to use, or should I use one of these things that I made up? Because I have some of these on here. Nah, they're too busy.
Uh-huh.
That one will work. And you can add anything you want to your houses. It can be, fabric and all the bits that you can think of, the fibers,
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, I have to decide which way my house goes. So this is an old wallpaper that I love, and maybe I'll make that my door. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So then I'm going to cut some of these out and add them. And then I'm going to have to add green. So I think I need to stick with this gray. All right. So gifted. So you'll have to let me know when you're ready to flash your desk and show what you're doing.
Okay. I'm not there yet. Let's
Diane
see.
says she loves neon green. Whew, you can use neon green, Diane. Are you guys going to do this too? Raise your hand.
Who's playing along? Is anybody playing along?
We
JB,
often,
this is mixed media. That's right up your alley.
or, if you want to make one later and watch, that's fine too. No pressure. It's for a good time. So
Yeah, we're just having fun.
that's what we want.
That's what art's supposed to be, just having fun.
That's right.
Unless you're full of yourself.
Well, you can be full of yourself and confident about the fun you're having. That's okay. I think.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like
it's good to have confidence, but
I'm creating a masterpiece.
I never think it's going to be a masterpiece.
No, I don't either. That's fine.
I can really love what I'm doing now.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
and Diane was doing CPR on her gunky paints. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I have to do that on my Nuvo
Those
Moose
things
every once
do
in a while.
dry out fast.
What?
I I love them because the dilution paints.
Uh-huh.
I love them because they're so saturated with pigment. Am I the only one that's hearing a echo?
I don't hear an echo.
Well, it quit. I'm
Huh.
just losing my ever loving mind.
That's what it is. It's ooh.
I'm just nutty as a
You're just hearing things.
fruitcake.
Well, you're in the right. Sorry, I have a pin in my mouth. You're in the right place. Right, ladies? In the right place. So if you guys have any collage, like where you laid down your scraps and glued them down, collages, or some people like to call them masterboard, those are perfect for this. Or you can start with a solid color too. But I love using up my scraps, and I'll just sit and glue down a bunch and put weird things together, like this, namely. Um, so let's see, we need a fun edge. Maybe this one will be a castle. Maybe a wide castle.
Cool.
Or I could put it behind. Or I could do a fun edge for a roof. Let me see. Let me think about this for just a second. All right, castle it is. We're just going to cut this. And I don't care if it's even. I don't think I've made it over to your group yet, Laura.
Really?
Did you send me an invite?
I believe I did.
Well, then I've probably accepted the invite and just haven't, because I've been busy this week. I haven't really been online much.
Oh,
Um,
that's fine. Don't worry about it.
well, I've been wrapping gifts and doing, it's hard to, when you got your hands busy, it's hard to keep up with everything else. Um,
The only reason I started my group was because there were so. Now, first of all, I know that we need another crafty group like a hole in the head. I get that. Because my God, there's so many.
there are.
But some of those groups had so many rules about
Oh,
if you
yeah.
post in my group,
Uh-huh.
I don't want anybody posting any videos except mine, you
Right,
know,
right, right.
or no sales posted except mine. Come on now.
Yeah, yeah.
Good grief. We're a community.
And I
So,
love finding those communities where, that they are looser about all that stuff, because I'm not over there posting stuff all the time. I just want to be there and make friends and have inspiration, you know.
yeah, yeah. And
That's how it should be.
my other thing is, it doesn't have to be about art, it can be about anything.
Anything that makes you happy?
Anything
Absolutely.
you're interested in, anything you love, anything that, as long as it's not porn or politics, the two P's, none of that.
Yeah, yeah. I was a bartender for 26 years, and religion and politics were, what we don't talk about. And I already know that from my
I
training.
don't even care about religion. If somebody wants to, as long as they're not like slamming it
Preaching?
down, huh?
What about preaching?
Yeah, as long as they're not slamming it down somebody's. See, to me, religion can also be
Anything.
uh, anything,
Mhm.
like, for
Art.
instance, yeah, it can be. Some art is religious. It just is. And I don't want anyone to hesitate, you
And
know,
have to look at the rules every time they go to the group.
yeah, and think, oh,
There are. Hmm.
I don't know if I can post this because she might get, no, it's no, not in my group. Like I
I
said,
totally
you know,
understand
if
that.
it's porn and politics, that's it. Don't do it. But if somebody wants to, you know, say, I heard that so and so is not doing too well, could we please say
Oh
a prayer?
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
uh, to me that's religion, but I don't have a problem with that.
yeah. That's not a problem at all.
Now,
And I always say I'm sending good magic or healing magic your way.
yes, yes. But
Yeah,
if somebody says, you know, starts quoting scripture
yeah,
and telling people how to live their lives, then I'm gonna, you know, I'm just gonna delete it. But I'm not gonna kick them out of my group. I might send them a little message that says, "Stop that."
yeah, yeah.
But I mean, we're all adults,
Diane said, "Yeah, you stay away
you
from
know.
any topic that gets people riled up." And that
Right,
goes along
right,
with the being friendly and the yeah. And I had a group before and decided I didn't want to have to keep up with it. So I let my ex-partner have it. And I decided not to start another one because then I have more time for art.
right, right.
And
I
yeah.
I don't like micromanage my group. I don't like post in it constant. I go through phases. Like I'll make 3 or 4 posts in one day, and then I don't post for a week. You know.
Oh yeah. I think I do that anyway on anything. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think
Same here.
I'm going to use this stencil right here, and
Very pretty.
it looks like something from a castle to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that look. And so I've got to pick a color of green that's going to go here. And there is one tiny little green leaf there. But I need to look at my green paint and see what can go there. Or green ink. Maybe I'll use ink if it's dark enough, if it shows. Hmm. I never used these. I forget about my inks. I wanted them for so long. So when I was doing other stuff, and I haven't done this sort of stuff in a while, other than what I did on the for the hop, and it kind of woke me up and made me remember how much I like ink and things and
Oh, I
doing
love
paper
this kind of
craft.
stuff.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that green doesn't look green because my brush is dirty. I'm gonna have to go deeper. Darn it! My green doesn't look green. All right then. I have no idea the last time I used this brush, so you know. My cat keeps running in and looking at me and making a chirpy sound and running away. She wants me to chase her. She wants to play.
Wanting to play, yeah. My cat will eventually come in here to see what I'm doing, and if I don't give her 100%, why do I have two of these?
Get involved.
Oh,
Mine
they're
will too. She
different.
gets on my desk. Oh. Okay, now I'm gonna find some green paint. That just didn't do what I wanted it to. It's not making my day.
Uh-oh.
It's nice to play this game with a time limit too, but we're not gonna do that.
Well, I used to go over to Pink Poodle Crafts, and JD was one of my mixed media mashup buddies. We never missed it. We loved it. The only time we missed it was if sometimes JD had to go out of town.
What were you doing?
We would go over to Pink Poodle Crafts
Uh
and
huh.
play,
And I know who she is, but
it's called Mixed Media Mashup. She hasn't done that in a while.
no.
But I think she just got burnt out on it because she did it every week for years.
Really?
Hmm.
And it was like this? Was
Well,
it a
she would originally she would draw. She had these cards with prompts on them,
uh-huh.
and she would draw 10 prompts, and we would have I usually worked on a 9 by 12 piece of watercolor paper. And but I mean, I started out, I would use the inside piece of chipboard of a case of Cokes.
Yeah, I use recycling as often as possible.
Yeah.
That is
But
my thing. Yeah.
everybody would start out, they would gesso their whatever they were, their substrate. And then she would call out the prompts, and then she had gotten to where she was timing it, and I loved it, but it stressed a lot of people out.
I'm normally a throw the timer away when we get a new game kind of a person because I do find it stressful. But giving yourself it's different than giving yourself like 10 minutes to do, whatever. I hate it so much.
Right. Well, it was kind of, some of us, I loved it, but I could see if I had been new.
Oh
I
yeah,
would,
yeah.
and some people have to, they have to hunt and search for their
For their stuff,
um,
yeah.
yeah. So
Well, I like doing like whatever's on my desk. Like within arm's reach has always been the rule for me with stuff like that.
mhm.
So I just keep, when I do this, I try to keep it at what's within arm's reach. And I have two carts behind me. I have, some shoe boxes with zipper bags in them that have like stuff I haven't used in ages, like
Right.
digital stuff. And, you know, it got smudgy on me. So I got mad, wiped it off. That's what I did. I just got mad at it.
Well, I had for a while there, I was for a small while, put it that way. I called it Dirty Dozen. And what I would do is I would get people in my group to choose 12 prompts,
There we go.
and then I'd go live later on because
Oh,
I
that's
have
fun.
I have some people in my group. The only way they could play was if they had time
To gather
um,
the items.
to gather the items, right? So that was why I did it that way, and it's less stressful.
That's a great way to do that, though. So now I know I want to put something right here because the universe challenged me with a smudgy stencil. And wiping it off didn't do anything. But I mean, I still have my green there. But now I know something goes right here, and it's probably a door. What do you think?
I think so.
Door, a door, a door. I do have this. This is what I made the castle out of, and it's this old green file folders. And it happens to match, so maybe I'll make my door out of
Those
some.
old hanging files.
Yes,
Yes,
the
I
old
love
green
those
ones.
things.
Me too. And I love the olive green.
Hmm.
It's probably weird, but
Nope.
um,
But I totally love green. That's my favorite.
Diane said my dog is never more than 3 feet away from me. Yeah, his latest food is disagreeing with
Hi,
him.
Griffin
Make more,
Shale.
more, oh, he's making noises. Oh my gosh. Hi, Griff. How are you? Yeah, we're getting arty in here. And hello, Miss Michelle. I'm so glad you're here.
Hi, Michelle.
And
I'm
Susie's
I'm a
back.
horrible chat reader. I am so sorry.
That's okay. Hi, Susie. That's all right. So if you guys want to play the game with us, this is what we're doing. These are the things we drew. Gifted, a fun edge, and green. Those are the 3 prompts for our house. So if you want to play, that's the first one, and then we'll have another one. So I'm going to cut a door. I'm going to cut a door with a fun edge because I'm going to double down on my fun edge. And I'm doubling down on the green too, I guess. So that's going to be my door right there. And then maybe, because it's not supposed to look like a real house, obviously, I'm going to put this lock on my door that's cut out of a Japanese Bible or Korean Bible, I think. So it's got Asian writing on it. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
It
it's
is
like
cool.
tissue paper. So let's put that on first. Well, if you guys play with us, I hope that you'll share what you make later on Facebook and send me a friend request if you're new. That's fine. Or we can share in Laura's group or in the Art of
Yeah.
Streams, which is Violet's group.
She has a great group.
Yes. Yes, she does. Let's see. I forgot. Did you guys watch the hop? Anybody new? I was saying that, and we did the jar. I did my jar and the hop, but I decided after I made my hop video that I was going to add the wild abandon to tonight's stream. We were going to do houses anyway, but I mentioned that I forgot how fun it was to ink something. No, that's weird, but it had been ages and ages since I'd done any like paper crafting, so it was just fun. And then I'm going to grab a marker here and define that. And I have to decide, do I want to put some lace on that one? And where? Because the castle doesn't have a roof. It's different. You going to share with us what you're doing? Should I flip the camera over and
You can.
we'll see?
I'm just collaging right now. It's pretty pretty boring, actually. Well, I was
You think
collaging
it's
now.
boring?
Huh?
You think it's boring, maybe?
Well, I'm going for the Christmas look since it's
Good. Let's get you on. What's it doing? Boy, I'll tell you, it is being slow, isn't it? Are you there?
there it is.
There we go. StreamYard's doing something weird. There we go. We see your desk.
I've already made a mess big time.
Well, that's what we're here for, to make mess, right?
That's it.
It messy hands just show that I had a good day. I always say that. And if I'm having fun, my desk gets smaller and smaller.
Yep. Mine too.
I think that's a good thing.
I don't know what it is, but I love inking too. So
it is very cathartic, isn't it? Like very relaxing.
If I'm going to make a journal, the first thing I do is I sit and I just ink
Hi,
everything.
Darla.
Hey,
You must,
Darla.
yeah, you're new too. You must be from Laura's group.
Yeah,
Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Darla is my best friend. She's a very important person from Defy because
Oh,
she is
Defy,
our
yeah.
IT person.
Violet talks about Defy all the time.
She has been so wonderful sending us people that support us and just absolutes. She sent us Ann Lawver, and we just love her.
Sometimes I just give her the floor and she talks about Defy for the
She's sweet.
during the streams.
We appreciate that.
These are from her. This bag of goodies that she made for me, and
Are they?
I'm going to add a few of these because how else do you add lace to a castle? You know, because the castles
Right.
need lace.
Well, sure.
They always need lace.
Absolutely.
See this little dress that she made me?
Oh, isn't that cute? That's so,
Isn't
she is
it?
so stinking talented.
She is.
She is.
And Michelle said, if you're not making a mess, you're doing it wrong. I always end up working in 6 inches.
That's right.
Yeah, working with 6 inches. That's what we do. Diane usually has paint all the way up
Well,
her arms and other body parts that find their way into the mess. Yes, absolutely. I find things on my chest. I don't know how, like splatter, and I've got paint shirts now that I have to, so I often forget when I'm getting ready to come upstairs and I forget to change, and now I have another paint shirt. You know how that's how it goes, right? So I'm going to add some.
absolutely.
That's what I'm going to do. I was looking at this green because, tripling down on but I'm not liking that for it. So I'm going to add
Darla says, that's adorable.
the dress. Yes. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. I like the little ties on here, but I don't want to leave them on for this. So I'm going to take them off. She made me some little hearts too. She often, when she's modding, she doesn't do what I'm doing. She sits and crochets. Her desk isn't on though.
Yeah.
But then we'll have her show us what she's making. Okay, so I'm going to add those. And what else am I going to add here? I think I need more 3D bits on this since it doesn't have a roof. And I've got some little buckets here next to me that I can pull out that have some 3D bits.
Diane says, paint pasties.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I've got some copper paint pasties. Well, no, it seems to be in the middle always. It's like when you're eating and you drip something down your chin, and it's not like I'm eating my paint, so I don't know how it gets there all the time. I'm not really sure. Maybe we need a princess for our castle. Maybe we need one
Oh,
of
yeah. Or an evil queen. That's my favorite.
these. Are out of an old medieval book with
Oh,
old drawings. And I got it just to cut it up from thrift books. I didn't buy it new, but I've got a few of these in here. Maybe that. Maybe her. She kind of looks like a nun though, and I want to do a nun book. I've been saving them. I absolutely love them, and I don't know why. Like old
nuns?
photos of nuns. I don't know what my deal is. Maybe she's in
Hey,
a window.
whatever blows your skirt up, sister.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why. It's just fascinating to me. I do keep her on my desk, and she holds like my awl and some of my pliers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she always looks over my desk. And I'm not Catholic. Nope. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut her out a little bit more and put her in a window. I don't know how, but got to find a window.
I am trying to get into this paint bottle,
Uh-oh.
and it's not going well.
You need to run it under hot water because that helps.
Yeah, but I'm too lazy to go in the kitchen and do that. So I will find another
I
color.
think the window needs to be not gray. I just pulled out a gray piece of paper. I don't know what my deal is. I must be feeling gray.
Hmm.
I have no idea why. Just, I need something lighter. Just working with scraps here next to my desk. So maybe that's my window. Okay, there's my window. They're talking about paint pasties now. Never thought we'd say that. What was it? Diane, isn't it you that has the pug pasties?
Pug pasties?
Yes, she literally found pug pasties and shared a picture. They're pugs.
Okay.
Because who needs those? And for what reason?
Apparently, someone had a problem with their pug's headlights being on or something. I don't know.
Do
Well,
pugs like it? Is that
sometimes
the reason?
we had a neighbor who had these two old not beagle hound dogs, and one of them had so many. Name was Velma. She had so many puppies that her nannies, when she would run across the road, they would scrape
Oh, poor
on the
baby.
road.
Poor
And
baby.
the poor baby, when she would run across the road, she'd go, oh, woo, 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 because she was
Oh.
scraping, and it had to, I'm
Oh,
sure
you're
it
talking
hurt.
about like that a pug would wear. I'm talking about pug faces on your boobs.
Oh, okay.
You missed that in the pug pasty bit, didn't you?
I did. It never occurred to me that someone would need bug nipples. That just didn't.
Uh, Diane, not you. From Australia, the
Pit
messy
bull
palette
pasty.
Diane. The messy palette Diane. Is she still here?
Um, I don't see her. I don't
She
see
was
Missy
here
Palette.
earlier,
I love
so
her
it
name.
was actually her that had him, I believe.
Okay. Well,
And she found him and couldn't help herself. She had to buy him
she had to
because
buy them, huh?
I mean, wouldn't you?
Sometimes something just speaks to us that way, and
Well, I think she bought him just so we could all laugh.
the
But
novelty of it.
yes. Okay, so there's her window with that arch. I actually have some accordions. We could make these into accordions, but that's a lot longer. Um, so I'm just going to glue that down then. I have a window.
Well, you go on and glue that
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So where are you at? How are you doing?
Well, they're coming along. I'm really trying hard to pay attention to the
Oh,
chat. So I'm just letting it dry by itself. And one of them looks like, there was an awful crime committed, bloody
I
crime.
see that. It's a murder collage. That's what that is.
Yes, yes.
Diane said at my age, that would be pointing to the floor. Take the fun out of it. Yeah, you can't really see the pug faces anymore. I'm sorry. And if I offend anyone, I'm sorry.
Oh, we're
Ahead
all
of time,
laughing
I'll just be
together,
I'll just
not
be
at each other
sorry.
here.
We're all grown-ups. We all
That's
have
all right.
fun. And I'm so glad that you're here to giggle with me or laugh at me. You can laugh at me. That's okay.
Well, I may do that,
Yeah, yeah, do that.
but
Just,
not mean spiritedly.
not behind my back. Do it at my face.
Oh, absolutely.
At my face is different. Uh,
But here's
Sally
the good
wouldn't have
part.
loved me.
I laugh at myself harder than I do at anyone. So because I'm a goofball.
Oh, I am too. And yeah, my dog, I walk around talking to my cat and my dog during the day and laughing at myself, and even they think I'm weird, so it's good. Maybe this is a
You
flower
know,
box.
kids and
No, that was
animals, they kind of know things.
I was suggesting a flower box here, but that doesn't look right either.
A flower box?
Well, now it looks like, I can't put those there. Like under the window, because it's a window.
Well, I was gonna,
Like,
yeah, I
so
was
I'm just gonna go back to
thinking
that.
princess had tatas.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, and that wasn't my plan. So
Yeah,
maybe, maybe I will put that right there, and
Princess
that will be,
Tata's castle.
huh?
I named
Maybe
it
it needs a
Princess
tassel.
Tata's castle.
That's it. That's it. That's what we'll do. Did I glue this one down already? Yeah, it's glued
Diane,
down.
you can't
I mean,
always be bad because sometimes being bad is exhausting, or so I've heard.
yeah, all the running. All right. So I'm going to put that right there and I'll trim it. That's my window, my ledge. She's looking out the window. That's the ledge.
Hmm.
And I need fabric glue. And then I'll decide what else is.
I
I
need
feel like
to
it needs a
lighten this up.
bit of fabric somewhere. Or a layer, or it just looks flat to me. It looks not done. You know when it's done, right? Yep. You know when you know. And sometimes you still keep going and you're like, what did I do? What have I done? I have to take this off. Sorry about the bells. Okay, so maybe it needs copper around the edges since I put a copper window on there. Hopefully this is... I have to do maintenance on my Nuvo mousse like that all the time. I have to add water to it. Like this one is about ready again. Because if you don't catch it before it dries out, it dries out. I've had this for 2 years though, and I keep adding water to it, and I just keep an eye on them. I can hear my voice like you've got it on another. Do you have me on another device to
No.
keep track of? It's not like an echo. It's more like you're watching TV.
Oh, that's the TV in the next room.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It's my voice.
That's
It's
weird.
yeah. Are they watching the
Because
screen
I
window?
don't even have YouTube open, and usually that's the problem.
I do have YouTube open. I did it so I could keep an eye on the leg. I'm
Hmm.
not really watching it. So
You
I
have
was
it muted though,
probably...
right?
What's that?
You have it muted though, right?
It's muted. Yeah, it's totally muted. Michelle is cracking up. Yay! We made you laugh. Griff, Darla, everybody's having fun. Well, I told you
Darla,
it'd be a fun Christmas party. So
I was potty training my puppy, and my parrot picked up a few choice words in the process. Oh, my
I used to
mother
have
was
parrots.
horrified. Diane, she
Yeah.
taught her parrot how to cuss. And
Yeah.
Darla says, I'm not hearing your television tonight, Laura. Well, they don't have it. I'm sure they're probably struggling to hear it because it's not loud tonight at all.
Huh. Oh, do you usually hear it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, usually you can hear the
Oh,
TV.
okay.
If I'm on my channel, I don't care because everybody knows the
I don't
birds
care.
are in there watching TV.
Yeah.
But if I'm on someone else's channel, I try to.
No, no, you're great. Don't worry about it. Um, I love that you call them the birds. I really do. So I'm just using a white gel pen. Are we about ready to pick some new prompts, you think? What else does this
Um,
need, guys? I feel like it needs something and I can't figure it out.
Darla, that was very sweet of them, wasn't it? Because usually they don't, but
What's that?
lower the TV.
Oh, that was nice. Did you tell them you were doing this tonight? So they,
Yeah, yeah. I had
oh, that was nice.
told them I heads up because the craft room is right off from the den where they watch TV. So,
Uh-huh. Well, that was really nice of them.
hmm
Tell them
they're
thank you. And I'm not real worried about it, so
they're pretty good old gals. They really are.
it's nice that you guys have each other. Really.
Except when they gang up on me, which does happen.
Are they a vicious gang? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, they can be. They can be vicious.
So I'm just using a white gel pen here and doing a little highlighting because I feel like it's missing something. So I just keep going until I feel like I can stop. That helped a little.
I go nuts with paint. So then the second half of what I'm doing, I'm always trying to um,
Clean
make
up.
it less, yeah, make it less
Yeah.
dark
Yeah.
because I am.
Oh, you mean your project. I was thinking
Yeah.
more like I have explosions that need
Oh,
cleaned up when I'm done.
oh, that too. When my cat gets mad at me, she comes in here and knocks crap everywhere. Makes me crazy.
Oh yeah.
Little heifer.
Yeah, I'll hear her up here because I'm in an attic space and I'll hear her upstairs and I hear crashes all the time and then I'll come up thinking I'm gonna find, and I can't figure out what happened. Or or it's just something small and
Uh,
I how did it make that much noise,
yep, yep.
Okay.
I hear you.
It needs one more bit of fabric or something on it somewhere. So maybe on the bottom. Normally yeah, maybe across the bottom. That's it. I'm going to get something here. I've got a couple bins behind me with some fabric scraps. I mean, I have more, but this is just, oh, maybe that one.
I'm gonna do some.
One more. I think that'll work. I'm terrible at having project bins. And I usually have some empty ones. And when I do a project, I dump all this stuff in there that I think I might use. And then I
Mm-hmm.
have to put away all the stuff in that bin. So I have like 6 bins behind me from the last 6 projects that I haven't put away yet, on my cart. And they're small, but I mean, it's like stuff like this, you know, and
Yep.
I'm trying to choose from those items tonight. And
Right.
then I get those, I'm not going to use it all, but maybe I'll get them put away. I end up putting them away eventually. It's just, Not right away. Yeah, that's what that needs, huh?
Michelle says, I like your castle, Sharon.
Aw, thank
And
you.
he says, your castle is turning out cute. Maybe a crest? Oh, that's a good idea.
A
And then
crest.
Michelle said, what about a castle flag at the top? That's a great idea.
That's a great idea. I actually have some flags. Let me think. Do I have? Oh, I had a live stream a couple years ago, and we made these pennant flags on a stick. And this one was
Hmm.
undecorated. It's been in my pin cup all this time. But I think a castle flag needs to be a different shape, and that should be smaller. Oh, darn it. Could have used that. Could have used it up as it sits there. Okay, I like this one. All right, let's get some fabric glue. This one's full. Thank you for the ideas and the encouragement. How would I do a crest? Like just that shape over the door, maybe? I'm
Yeah.
thinking, just my mind is whirling there.
Yeah, because isn't it the,
It's this shape, right? Hold on. Like
it's like
this,
shaped like an edge.
like this, right?
Yeah. Maybe come to a point at the top.
Isn't it flat at the top and comes down more like bunting? Or are you thinking the other way around? Maybe I'm thinking of a different
Mm,
thing altogether. Let me think here for a second. Are you thinking more like a shield? I think that's what I'm
kind of like
thinking.
a shield. But a crest, they'll have like a lion on it
Right.
or
Yeah, I was wondering about that, like how I would do that. And I aren't isn't it usually like this shape?
where baking and crafting
Oh,
meet by
Felicia.
Tracy.
Hi.
Hey,
How are you? Oh, let me see your image. Do you have an image?
I don't have
I,
an image, but I just have this little where I
oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I got it. So let's see. There we go. Something like that. Or like this. Yeah, okay. I'm really bad about looking at the screen. You got to tell me.
but you can
Drawing it
make it
out
more
there.
ornate. The more
Yeah,
ornate. Ooh,
yeah.
this paper is very textured.
I'll just cut
So
one. Cut one out then.
yeah, that would work.
Yeah. It's gonna need to be tiny and maybe does it have to go over the door? Can I stick it like right here? I could put it opposite the window, right?
That is your castle. You can put it anywhere you want it.
Well, I'm wondering where do they put a crest? Okay, so maybe I'll use this piece of paper or I can use
They actually usually put them inside the castle, like over the great hall or in the
right,
dining room at the end of the table or, that sort of thing. So,
but we're not inside, so I'll go ahead and put it on the outside and I'm gonna stick it right here. And let me find some
yep.
gold. Because I think it should be shiny or copper even. So hold on just
Hmm.
a moment here. Oh yeah. Oh look at this. Oh yeah. I am all about metal. And in
Me
mixed media, that's important, all that metal. So what I'm going to do is draw it on the back. I need a pencil. Do I want it this way or this way? I wish that was wider. I have silver, but I want the opposite.
So how many times do you draw prompts?
Well, I'm thinking we're going to do it again in a minute. Because
Okay.
I'm almost done with
Well,
this.
I'm going to slow
Yeah.
my roll because I've got a lot of crap on these.
Okay.
A lot of paint.
You're going to, what, slow your roll? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I mean, would you be ready to draw a prompt again in a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Just cutting out my crest here. And then I can technically, and it's wonky the way it should be. And then I can put it here.
I need a fun border. I forgot about that. I know it.
My crest. I did it. Yay. I'm going to take a pencil and make some
Yay.
indentions in it. I mean, the whole point is, you know, to have fun and think outside the box. This is definitely one of those outside of the box movies.
That's right. Not only is this a fun border, but it was also a gift. So
Oh, good.
I can find it.
What was your gifted item? Did you have a gifted item?
Well, I did. These Lumiere paints were a gift
Oh,
from my friend.
somebody got you paint? That's so special.
Oh, yeah, she didn't really I don't think she cared for it much. So
Oh,
I was like, you didn't care for
oh,
Lumiere's?
it was a pass on.
Uh-huh.
That's so nice
Hey
though.
man. Yeah,
I
they're
love
very
sharing.
nice.
I have some of those paints.
I
Are they the
love
little
them.
tiny tubes?
Uh-huh. Well, they're
I have that
bottles,
set. And they're pearl or metallic?
metallic.
Yeah,
I
I
love them.
yeah,
They're
I
my most
think I
favorite
right
paints.
here. Um, this was a set I got a long time ago when I remember what I was looking for and ended up with the I wanted alcohol ink and this came up in the search and I thought, well, it's not alcohol ink, but I'm gonna try those. And I used to use them all the time. Okay, so I drew on my crest a little, so it's got some texture and it matches my window. Let me trim this off. There we go. And I have a castle. I think it needs
Cool.
some outlining and stuff, but that's okay. That's all stuff I can do later, like more dark around the edges of the door and,
Mm-hmm.
I will do that later. Before I take pictures, I'll finish that off and we'll draw 3 more. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
I got little bits of metal on my desk and I'm super happy, from the crest. All right. Next one, please. Going up. All right. We have silver, which I rarely use. I think that's great to make me, expand
Mm-hmm.
my experience. A book page. Ooh. Yep, it is an official castle now. Thank you, Diane. Where am I getting my prompts from? My wild abandon jar. So if you haven't watched the hop yet, I share this jar and all about it in my hop video from today. Um, I add more things here all the time. So drum roll, please. Number 3. Are we picking 3 again, or are we doing 4 this time?
Let's
We
do
do 4?
3.
Oh, do
Yeah,
3.
we
Okay.
can do 4. We can do 4. How
Okay.
many do y'all want to do?
Silver book page flower. That's where we're at.
Silver book plate page and flower.
Oh, thank you, Felicia.
And flower.
Okay, so I'm going to write these down big. I'm going to put these to the side so we don't pull them again if we have time to do one more. I figured we'd have a chance to do two or three. Um, anyway. Oh, whoops. Silver, book page, flower. So we put three. Silver, book page,
Okay.
and a flower. I also don't often use traditional flowers. And I think that is great. I have some stickers. Maybe I'll pull one of those out. I think it's time for some Christmas candy and ring the bell so an angel can get her wings. I made fudge, but it's gone. I'll go
Oh gosh.
three
Yeah,
pieces
fudge
left.
wouldn't be safe near me
Yeah.
either. So
Yep. Well, I sent some away too. You know, that's my excuse. But I'm like having a bad day. Oh, let's go eat some fudge. I'm so bad. Okay, so a book page. I have to decide what my substrate is this time. Where I'm starting from. These were
hmm
just for Michelle. When you asked where I got the prompts from, we know our substrate is going to be a house or a building or a church or. So I made some of these up ahead of time um, on cereal boxes, and it's literally a cereal box. There's the cereal with
cool.
just scraps. So, but I think I want to make this church shape this time. So I'm going to start with a blank. And and then I can cover it with book page too. I have this piece of packaging here. I'm wondering if I can use it and how I'm getting that. So I think the creases I'm going to want it longer than that, so I can't use that one. So I guess I'm finding another one. Over here, I have any number of, packaging standing up next to me in a bin to use. So,
Yeah, cereal boxes make great journal covers.
oh, they do, and that's exactly what I use, or like the back of a thing, um, or just any kind of cardboard I can get my hands on.
Oh
It's
wow,
the back of a big
Diane. Diane says, ugh, just started snowing here. Supposed to get 20 to 30
Oh,
centimeters today and tomorrow.
oh, oh, and where are you, Diane? That you probably don't like the snow because you get a lot of it, right? We don't get a lot of it, so I get excited like a kid.
You don't get a lot of snow in Washington?
Not here where we're at. There's a lot of snow in the mountains, but we don't get a lot traditionally.
Oh, I
Um,
gotcha.
yeah. So I'm going to cheat here, and I'm just going to lay that down. I'm standing up. I want to make it a little bit bigger, but I'm standing up so I can see because I want to exaggerate it and make it really long.
Chilliwack, British Columbia. Live on a mountain, so it can be a
Oh,
long. Oh, I bet.
yeah, you probably get a lot of it, and yeah, I think I would get sick of it after a while. And I think I am going to put a
Oh, I
hanger
know
on
I
this.
would.
Yeah,
The cold hurts.
it does. I don't like to be cold, but if I have to choose between cold and hot, I pick cold because I can get warm. Like
See, the
my
cold
step
hurts to me.
I'm a redhead and I burn in the sun, and
Same
then
here.
I get overheated so easily, And that hurts to me. Like I can feel my skin sizzling like bacon. And I don't like being hot. And I'm going to let that be wonky, by the way. I don't like being hot and having to get into the shade. I just don't.
Mhm.
I would rather add layers than take off my clothes, I guess. But I was
Gotcha.
raised in a high desert, so. So what I'm gonna do here is I'll figure out a way to get my wonky piece here, and maybe a wonky piece here. Is that how I want it? And there was a moment of silence. Which is rare with me. So, all right. So I'm going to have my wonky church. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. I actually want to use one of these. And that. I'm serious. This is really thick from the back of a watercolor pad or an old drawing pad. I want it to be sturdy enough this time, though, that if I want to hang it on the tree, I can, or hang it in a window or something. I'm going to get something real quick. Share why I might hang this in a window. I also have a bigger one downstairs that's got mica tiles in it, and so it's like a window book. But here's one that I made a long time ago, and this is a shape that I love, and I have some spares in this shape up here in my texture box, but it's just an accordion that I made some hinges for, and I've got Anne, that's one of the king's wives, that's young Anne Cleves. There's rust and patina. There's another
Pretty, very pretty.
There's more rust. It stretches all the way out. But this shape I love, and this is the kind of stuff I have downstairs in my living room. So I can totally imagine, that's from the same book I'm pulled out the last one. If I like this, that's why it's going to get a string, and maybe I will take it downstairs.
Awesome. Diane says it is gorgeous. She's talking about Chilliwack, where she's from. She said it's a 180-degree view of the valley and the adjacent mountain. It's amazing watching the weather systems come in and the eagles. Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I bet it's
She says
amazing.
love arches for lots of things. I do too. I love arched doorways and
Yeah, architecture is amazing. I love old buildings and churches and yeah,
yes.
doorways are awesome. Windows and all the things made with stone and carved and just beautiful. So this is round.
Okay, our latest prompts, one more time.
Are silver, a book page, and flower.
Okay.
I hadn't got that far yet. I know that I need to use the book page on here, and this might look good in silver. Maybe I'll even break out some glitter. I don't do that. Yeah, I never break out the glitter. Play your piano. Does somebody play piano?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the TV or does somebody play
Check
piano?
out Michelle Stencils, beautiful stuff. Where do you get them, Diane?
What?
She's telling us to check out Michelle Ward's architecture stencils,
Oh, that
but
would
I
be
don't, I
cool.
don't know who that is.
I don't
I
either.
think you.
Is it Canadian? Maybe? It's possible. Sometimes our countries don't share our supplies well enough.
Yeah. Okay. Where is my gel medium? Well, I will use Fabri-Tac. It'll do it.
Yeah, Fabri-Tac will glue anything. I don't even use Fabri-Tac. I use the other, and this is Beacon, and it works
Mm-hmm.
exactly like
Three in
Fabri-Tac
one.
from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, it's no different. It's the
Yeah,
same exact stuff, just a different name.
and it's the same brand. They're just
Mm-hmm.
remarketing it, and I don't know why it's cheaper at the Dollar Tree if it's got a different label. Is that the Bad Batch? I mean,
I have no
no,
idea.
no idea why they would do that.
I don't ever see it here.
When I do, I buy like 6 or 12. It's probably my fault you don't ever see it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think a lot of people do that though.
You're that person, huh?
I'm afraid I won't find it again, and I can't afford it otherwise. So
Right.
I don't go to the Dollar Tree very often though. So you'll be in luck.
I don't either, really. I shop Amazon.
Yeah, we go online for most everything, and I know that's bad because I want to help the planet and I want to help small businesses, but I just don't
Right.
like leaving the house anymore. So
Well, it's not like Dollar Tree is a small business,
no,
so
it's not. It's not. I mean, but I do like to buy from artists, and there's a difference going on Etsy and stuff. Um,
hmm
but you still have to. Okay, so there's my church, and I think that's pretty good. Pretty nice, wonky. I think it's going to have an arched doorway. Got to figure that out, but I think I want to put some paper on it first. Yeah, I've never heard of Michelle Ward.
yeah, I
Huh.
don't know who that is. But just because I don't know who it is
Yeah,
certainly doesn't mean anything because
me too. I kind of stick in my, yeah, I shouldn't, but I mean, there's only so many hours in the day. I think it's time for another piece of Christmas candy, and this is the last one. Darn it. I should have brought up more. Okay,
my
so
mom made um, candied orange peels today, and oh my gosh,
doing what?
how my mom made candied
Mmm,
orange
orange
peels.
peels. Oh
Oh
my,
my god,
that sounds so good.
it's a lot of work, but
Yeah, but it sounds delicious.
yeah.
Okay, let's see. I have dictionary page here that I have gel printed on with alcohol inks. So that is what I will use. And that'll go with silver. So I'm going to blindly glue this down and then I'll decide.
She copies a lot of old sewer covers that have ornate designs. She's just so talented.
What?
Stencil Girl Products, Darla said.
Oh, yeah, I know who she is. Um, so uh, Michelle Ward is one of her designers. Is that correct? Is that what we're
Maybe she's
saying?
Stencil Girl.
No, that's not Michelle Ward, is it? Is that her name?
I have no
I don't
idea.
think so. I mean,
Well, I have a
I'm
recipe
surprised.
for that, and I wanted to try it, but I know, girl, Felicia, it's
For
some
candy
work,
corn.
but man, they are so good. Oh my
Felicia's a baker, and she would totally not think it was work at all to do that. Right, Felicia? To make candied anything is, I mean, you boil it and boil it and boil it with the orange
Mm-hmm.
peels. I think you'd be fine. I don't think you'd feel like it was too much work. Have you seen some of the things that
Um,
Alicia does?
I have not.
Oh my goodness. She paints cookies
Oh
and then they eat
wow.
them
I
like
would
they're too
love to be
much
able to do
work.
that.
That is work right there. I mean, I can't imagine. And then having your kids just scarf them down after you've spent all that
Oh,
time.
I'd
Yeah,
be like,
I
that's
I
not
got
to be
candy.
eaten. That's to go in a frame.
Yeah, that's what I would do. There's no way I could do that at all. I could not choose that profession or hobby because I would not want to watch my food disappear like that. I mean, I cook. I love to cook, but it's a little different than spending all that time painting a steampunk cookie and then having it gone in, less than a minute.
Right.
Right? And they were steampunk. They're very Tim Holtz and,
Wow.
they were beautiful. Beautiful.
I bet.
I should wrap this around. I'm gonna somehow. I'll have to cut it. This is where she gets glue on her scissors. Yeah, Felicia does beautiful work.
I'll have to check out her channel.
Yeah, she does uh, paper crafting, plus she does baking.
Ah, two of my favorite things. And I'm no good at either one.
Oh, you shouldn't say that.
Well, but I'm not.
Paper crafting?
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
good at
watching
paper
you right now,
crafting.
girl, in some mixed
Huh?
media paper crafting. I mean, that's awesome. Look how far you are, too. How'd you do that?
Sorry.
How'd you get so far?
I don't know. Okay, let's see. Hey, Martha, seeking for art.
Oh, hey, Martha.
She says,
Glad
hi,
you're
Sharon
here.
and Laura. Oh, Miss Laura, don't say that. I say that a lot, so sorry. I used to make dozens
Oh,
of donuts with my mother. She would freeze them in tins for company. Little did she know my brothers were raiding the freezer all the time. Yeah, they were
oh,
roadkill.
no. My mom used to make donuts. I used to do a lot of baking, but now that I'm the only one here, well, it's me and Bill.
Hmm.
He doesn't eat sweets like I do. Then I end up eating all the baking, and so I stopped doing it so much. Because the kids aren't here to eat it. And I would never. I'm more of a recipe doubler than a cut a recipe in half because I just don't. If I'm gonna do it, I feel like I'm wasting my time if I'm not doubling that recipe. And then I eat the recipe, so and then that's more in my belly.
I hear you.
Edge here.
Well, the candied orange peels. My aunt who passed away about a year ago. Um, she used to make them every year, and she was the only person I knew of that made them. And she always would gripe about how much work it was.
Just
And
takes a long time on the stove or
it
in the
does
oven.
because
Yeah.
you have to
Stir. Yeah.
well they
They have to cook
first of
down.
all we doubled them, so you have to boil them. You have to bring them all to a boil and let them boil for 10 minutes. Then you have to pour the water off, put more cold water on top of them, bring them to a boil again, let them boil for 10 minutes,
It's
then
just
take them
a
off.
love
It
sandwich. So
Yeah, yeah, and it was a big old pot of them too. It
yeah,
was
if I was going to do that, I'd end up, tripling that recipe because
well, we
I
doubled
don't
it.
want to do that work for nothing, you
We
know.
doubled it, and that was 12 oranges, 12 large oranges. But y'all, when that stuff was cooking, oh my
Mm, the
God,
house.
it
Yes.
smelled divine.
Yes. Well, and we used to make Christmas potpourri also that
Hmm.
had orange peels.
Yep.
I'm just repairing where it didn't glue down here with my
My
really
mother
thin
was a
Bible
gentle
page.
soul, and so the donuts would disappear. Diane,
Oh,
I got some tamales delivered. So, oh, that does. I love homemade tamales.
me too. I love anybody else's homemade food. No,
I'm
I
glad
don't
I
get a
ate
lot of that. I
the tamales.
make my own. I'm happy when anybody else is cooking.
It depends on it depends on what it is. Most of the time, I don't mind cooking, but sometimes I'm just not feeling it.
Well, Bill doesn't really cook. He makes pork chops. Well, he says he knows how to make pork chops. I don't encounter this. He's the one that is like, "What's for dinner?" Always, you know. Just he and I, and he'll even tease
Right.
me because I'm sorry if this is an annoying sound. I'm sanding the edges of this. Um, but he'll tease me like,
No, it's fine.
I'll say, "I don't feel good. Do not ask me what's for dinner when you get home." And so he'll walk in and goes, "What's for dinner?"
Mhm.
Yeah. And I will hit you. Yeah. I tell him that, don't make me hit you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Husbands. He knows how to make macaroni and cheese. I don't know how
Homemade
he
or crap?
buy. Oh no, from a box.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're dreaming now. Yep, yep, yep,
I
yep.
can't do the stuff from the box. I just don't care for it.
I don't either. He needs like 5,000 calories a day. He's 6'4" and he's built like a string bean. Got
Hmm.
hollow legs, and he works hard, and you know so I don't work anymore, so he takes care of me, and it's my job to cook. you know
Yeah,
yeah,
I hear you. Well, I mean,
doing my job.
that's
Okay.
it. If they make it so that you don't have to work, they should come home to a clean house and a cooked meal. And I know that's very old fashioned, but
Well, it's my health that keeps me from
oh
working.
well, okay,
So I do everything. I do, I take care of him still.
yeah,
Do the best I can. I have good days and bad days.
that's exactly right. You do the best you can.
Okay, so I have a church shape out of a book page. I need to use silver and a flower, and I want to put a hanger on it somehow. This I think is a pretty cool wonky church now. I That turned out better than I expected. All right, let's see.
Hmm.
It's going to need an archy doorway. I have this paper. It's got some tissue paper glued on it. It was an offcut from a project, and it's got some tissue paper with some paste. Oh, it's got copper. Darn it! I have to use silver. I never use silver. Never, never, never. Okay. So I probably don't have anything silver. What I'm going to do is pull out some of that Lumiere paint in silver. Yeah.
Martha says I can't fry chicken or pork chops like him.
Oh, it's nice if your husband knows how to cook. I think that's wonderful.
She said, and Felicia says, me and the hubs argue about who fries better. Well, I can't stand to fry in the house.
I hate the way
That
it smells.
smell.
Yep.
Yes. Ugh. So we have, the little fry daddy, fry grandpappy or whatever.
You have
And
an
I
air
keep
fryer?
that baby outside and I do it. I sit outside when it's nice and do it like that because, man, you can't hardly get that smell out of your house. It's
Yeah, it is
terrible.
really hard. Trying to decide. I'm looking through my texture bin here. I'm gonna bring it over because I want to find something maybe, and maybe I can use my silver alcohol ink instead. I just thought of that. Um, so
I'm
I keep
looking
it in
for
a texture
flowers.
bin, and that's what this is. And if I have a texture in here that's waiting for something that screams at me, here's one of those arches. Um, it's not texture; it's cut out. Something with a small pattern because that's a small church. Oh,
How about that?
maybe one of those. I don't know if that's small enough though.
Well, it doesn't make sense. How about that?
Let me see.
I'm talking to myself.
Felicia said we don't fry often. One of my son's babysitters from a while back, her house always smelled fried, like chicken nuggets. So my baby
Right.
smelling like chicken nuggets all the time. Oh my gosh. We do have an air fryer. It's not quite the same, and it's
Yeah,
not
we
big
have one
enough.
of those.
I feel like my
Ours
husband
is big.
too
It's just,
much to have that air fryer because I mean, it only cooks 2 servings, and he needs 5.
mm, well, they kind of they dry everything out. I don't really like the.
You're supposed to spray. It took me a
Yeah,
while to figure that
no.
out. To spray the. Just looking through textures here, picturing them in silver. Hmm. No, 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 no. Being texture junkies, I have these buckets of textured items. Things that textures I've made.
Hmm.
Um, because I'm all about petting my work. I want it to be pettable. Oh, so that one's really light. Although these are just, the pattern is too big for this little church. That's what
Huh.
I'm noticing. It wants
Michelle
something
said.
small.
Michelle said that she was afraid. She was scared to try a ribeye steak in the air fryer, but it came out amazing.
Oh, I would be afraid too because it's like that's expensive
Yeah.
and you don't want to ruin it. Yeah, the air fryer surprises me sometimes, for sure.
Huh.
Um, some things are great in there, and some things are like, maybe not. How about a cracked door? I could take some silver alcohol ink to that and change it, and it's not a pattern; it's a crackle. That's probably that's probably a good idea if I can change that color enough. Oh, here's one of those shapes. Okay, here. Where'd it go? It buried itself down in there. One of those arch shapes.
Michelle says my oven has an air fryer built in, and I love it. But Hubs likes the old-fashioned way, so he has to do it.
You have an air fryer in your oven?
You know, another person I know, she does too, and
I don't even
she
have a
tried.
dishwasher.
Well, she tried it, and she said that her oven almost caught on fire because grease was spattering everywhere, and
Oh,
Smoke filled her house. It was a mess. She was trying to
Wow,
do wings in it, and she said she didn't put a lot of grease or anything like. So she did it that one time and never did it again.
I don't even know what that would look like an air fryer in your oven built in. I mean,
As
I'm
you
trying
can
to
see,
picture
we
it.
don't fry foods often. Yeah.
What?
Martha was saying that she said, as you can see, we don't have fry foods often.
No, we don't either.
Yeah, we
Air
have a
fryer doesn't count.
convection oven in oven. Yeah, you got to turn the fan on when you use that thing. Also, don't have room to buy any more kitchen gadgets.
I hear that.
Someone said, "Oh, we're getting sparkly again."
Yes, we are.
That was Diane. So what's getting sparkly?
Maybe she's talking about the alcohol ink on my desk. Or do you have something shiny down? Your house looks so cute.
Thank you.
I love it. So I've got this crackle texture here sitting in my texture bin, and I'm going to try to just change the color and make a little door out of it.
Ah, Diane said you have metallics there.
Yeah, I have some metallic alcohol ink. Oh, I need my secret sauce.
What is your secret sauce?
Sauce. Um, it is hand sanitizer and alcohol.
Oh,
Rubbing
okay.
alcohol, and it works really well to keep your. You can use it on your
Hmm.
gel plate, um,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever you're working on. I want white. I love my alcohol ink. I could just do this all day. Um, I love the way it moves. I love everything about it, and the Pixis white is the best. But what I'm trying to do is get the crackles to show up and
Hmm.
completely disturb this color that's on here. I think it was leftover paint, and that's why it's a weird color. Um, you know what I mean. So I was just like,
It
it was like the
looks when murder seems too adorable,
you're what?
but Santa's a chimney. You're right. She said Santa needs a chimney.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So
Did you
let's
use your
see.
murder
Yes,
collage
it
for that?
is.
Uh,
That was my roof.
huh.
The murder
Awesome. I
collage,
think
I
it's
just cut a
great.
point and stuck it in as my roof.
It looks wonderful. It worked out perfect. You can put it behind,
Yeah, I was just
sizing it up.
yeah.
It's really not enough silver. This silver doesn't work like the gold does. It doesn't do the leafing. Like I've never used this
Mm-hmm.
silver because I like the gold. I like the way it does. It moves like leafing, and I don't want spots. I'm losing my cracks. If I can do this. This is just on a cereal box. A little crack somewhere. Somewhere, anywhere. Just need to cut out a tiny bit of this, but I want the cracks to show. I don't do anything pink. I know I had a pink Christmas tree out here earlier, but that's a little different. It's only because it was kitschy. Um, I'm not a pink person. Um, And this looks remarkably pink, and I don't like it. That's why I
You
needed
know,
to
I like
change
a little bit of everything. It totally depends on my mood, though, of what colors I feel like using.
I sometimes feel like I want to just box up my pinks and send them away, because I just don't grab them.
Hmm.
It's not my
Sometimes you
thing.
gotta have a little pink, though.
Huh?
Sometimes you just gotta have a little pink.
Well, fuchsia's different. I like fuchsia. And you
Yeah.
always have the red and your white that make pink. So that doesn't bother me. Um, I mean, it bothers me when it turns pink, but I could get rid of my pink happily and still be able to make pink from red and white. So that would be fine.
See, I would just go nuts. I gotta have one of every color.
And I'm talking like baby pink. Those are the ones that
Right.
I
Yeah, I
do not.
very rarely use baby pink. It's just not something
I
I.
gotta let this dry a minute. Okay.
Okay, ma'am, I have a chimney. Is that better?
Oh, it's cute. It's really cute. Yeah, I really like your house. It's adorable.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Oh, Diane forced herself to use pink in her recent feather assemblage.
There's
Yeah,
some
I gotta.
yes.
You know what, Felicia, you're right about the dusty. If I make it a little
Yes,
dusty, I don't mind. If it's like,
absolutely.
yeah, yep, yep. Okay, so while that's drying, I'm also going to get a charm out because I'm going to add a charm and a tie to this, and I'm going to double down on my silver. I got these new charms, and they're hands,
Hmm.
and I got them in silver, thinking, well, I could change that with some alcohol ink and make them any color I want. I'm going
Those
to
are
use them today.
chandelier earring things
What's that?
that my friend Kim gave me. The silver that I used are little
Oh,
chandelier earring thingies. Oh, it was neon pink, Diane said.
that just reminds me of my childhood. Neon pink, right? I mean, you're about the
80s
same age I
style,
am.
huh?
Yeah. And, well, in the 80s, that's when we started caring about what we were wearing.
Well, yeah.
Maybe the key goes better with the castle. I'm, I don't want me to become indecisive. I just have to make decisions. I just have to do it. Just do it. Just do it. All right. So I think the key is going to be our winner. I'm going to put a hole in it and a tie on it while I'm waiting for my door. The hole. Little one. Always have to double check.
Oh, Diane, you do not. Diane said she talks too much.
No, please do. Please. I think that's wonderful. You go right ahead. Maybe I should do a hole on each side here and hang things from it. Like, okay, I gotta find a string. One that I want on here. Like, hey, I have a whole roll of pink twine here. I'm willing to send away, by the way. I will never use that pink twine. I mean, it's a big roll. I don't even remember
I have
where I
a
got
big roll of it too.
it. Do you?
We sure do. Hang on.
Don't even know why. I don't know why. I'm just looking blue.
Pink.
No, 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 no pink.
It's
No
not just
pink.
pink, it's pink.
That's that's what I heard too. No pink. No pink, please. The cat
Yes,
thinks I'm
talk is
telling
good.
her
It keeps
about
things flowing. Oh, Diane
huh?
said lanterns. Oh, yeah, Darla, I could dye it, but you know I'm lazy.
What?
If I dye it brown, I would use it.
Meow meow, come here. What are you doing? I scared her off, saying
Let me
pink.
see.
Oh, we have that string. Okay, just gonna do it. Just making choices here. Blue doesn't match. I'm gonna use this one. Uh-oh. Phone's falling over here.
They have, let's see. Delisha said to add your feather comment. To add to your feather comment, I made something for a swap about a year or so ago. I had some pink feathers. I think I have pictures of it somewhere.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, what if you just had to have a flamingo on something?
Then I guess I would have to do pink, but I could make my pink out of
Yeah,
red and white. I mean, I'm serious about sending off my pinks. I don't want to look at them anymore. I think there should be more colors in the rainbow, um, but maybe not baby pink. I always feel like I'm waiting for them to invent new
yeah,
colors because there's not enough colors some days, right?
right.
So I got a tie on
This
there.
is true.
Yeah, I feel like, oh, what am I missing here? There should be another color, you know. All right, let's see what I got in here. Oh, get some little blue beads. I mean, I've got lots of beads elsewhere. I just wanted to look in here to see if I had a pin I wanted to hang that tea on. I've got some coilless pins. I need to find one. Somebody ordered a bunch of stuff for me that I wasn't even trying to sell recently. I just got a message on Facebook, and then I got another message from her friend when she saw them, and she said, "Oh, I'll take about 30 of them too." So I used up every bulb pin that I owned because I didn't really own very many. Um, Making her these things, making two people these things that I wasn't even trying to sell. So I do need to order some bulb pins apparently. I'm just
Do
looking
you
and
have
looking.
a Etsy shop?
No, well, I do, but I only have a couple things in there. It's just a pain in the butt to list things, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's not that they just it's people I know that saw something I made and posted on Facebook, and I ended up
Oh,
selling
okay.
80 of them that week because they wanted some. So,
Wow.
um, but it was something I wasn't necessarily trying. I wasn't trying to sell it. I was just sharing something I made, you know. So it was kind of
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, that's way too big. I don't like it. I'm just gonna tie it on. If I can get my threader through there. It was texture dangles.
Hmm.
Out of my texture scraps, I make little dangles,
Uh-huh.
and they were on a bulb pin. They were layered, and there was 3 layers total, and I sold 80 of them on
Wow.
accident. So that was a lot of bulb pins and charms, and you know,
Yeah.
yeah. I do make journals once in a while. Well, I always have one going, but it's never my whole goal. I'm more likely to, make something to put on the mantle or a shrine, or that's more, of the big kind of project stuff I've been doing lately.
Right.
Okay. So it has a tie, it has a key. I think it needs one of those locks or, like something from that selection of dies that I had out.
Mm-hmm.
Hole. I think it needs something like that. Let's see if I got one in here. Because I'm not going to go make one. It'll be, that's not happening. And if I don't, maybe I'll come across something else that I'd like to use. Oh, no, there's another one like that. Maybe they're a set. Oh, I had these big ones. That one. It's too big. Oh, yeah, maybe that goes on there. I also have that one, but it matches too well. I'm going to use the big one and make scale my friend. And I need a flower. I was thinking about that one, but
Where
we're going
did
to
you
use
see
that.
feathers so big, Diane? I just imagined 5 different things. I can see it being pretty as well. And Felicia says, I'm back. My screen locked up and kicked me off the browser completely. Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Felicia. That
And then
sucks.
Diane said, I cut them out of corrugated cardboard. I have no idea what to do with them now. I'm more of a steampunk, grungy kind of artist.
Me too. I get that. So you cut the feathers out of cardboard? Were they a dye?
She probably just, um, you know, drew a feather and
And
cut
cut them
it.
out? Huh. Okay.
I'm going to pretend that my house has a lot of wrought iron on it.
That's awesome. Diane said it was a personal challenge for me to produce something pretty. Yeah,
Yep,
corrugated
corrugated
cardboard. Huh.
cardboard. Just winged it. Sorry, bad pun.
I used to do theater set design, and in college I was the assistant to the theater director, and he had me help design all the sets. And one of them was eleemosynary, and I
Mm-hmm.
had to design some wings, and had to make these big,
Mm-hmm.
giant paper feather wings. Um, and it took me 3 different wings
Ooh,
before I came in and I was making them one at a time, and they were, bigger than my arms. And I was doing one at a time
right.
until I got to the one that he liked because he had done that, directed that play before several times over the years and never found wings he liked. And I finally walked in the third time with a
Huh.
wing, and I did kind of an abstract version of a wing with all these little pieces of paper that were cut. But I did them on
Mm-hmm.
this foam stuff, um, and they actually flapped and moved and were shaped like a feather. And he
Cool.
decided that that was the wing he'd always been searching for. So I made the pair, and he probably still uses them or had somebody else
Wow.
remake them when they got worn out. But they were giant feathers,
Yeah.
made with individual little, you know, it took a lot to figure out what it was that he wanted. And he couldn't tell me. He didn't know. It was
He
really
knew when
fun
he knew he would know it when he
when he
saw
saw
it.
it. Yes. Yeah. It was really fun though. So
I didn't
anyway.
do that in college. I did that in high school, and I loved it doing
Oh,
like set
fun.
design and
Um, I got a lot of extra credit for that every semester. He had me write up my own syllabus. It was really fun. I always kind of kick myself for not going into set design, but I would have been in Hollywood in a porn by the time I was 25 if I did that. So, those people who move to Hollywood, they get lost, they get on drugs,
Right.
I imagine my life would have been a whole lot different. So I'm probably glad I didn't get into set design and have to fight my way with all the other people that wanted to do the same thing in Hollywood. Yeah. Is that
Yeah,
terrible to
so
say?
competitive.
It's terrible, right? but
Not at all.
but it's true.
Not at all.
So, okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna make like a doorway, and then my door on in an abstract
Sharon, I
wonky off.
posted in Makers for the Dare to Draw challenge.
Oh, oh, that's wonderful, Diane. I'll have to go over and look. I have been busy with holiday stuff all week, wrapping gifts and making candy and doing all that stuff. So I haven't I've been in Makers once this week. I've barely been on Facebook even. Oh, no, that's bad. So I'll have to go check it out. I hear my husband finally going to the pharmacy. I asked him to
Yeah.
do it earlier. I even stuck my pill bottle in front of the microwave. So when he opened it, it would fall on the floor and tell him, "Oh, hey, remember that?" Maybe I'm gonna make my door longer and skinnier, like my church. Because I'm just not liking it after all that alcohol ink. Sometimes you do it and you don't use it, and that's fine. That's just fine.
Mm-hmm. It's
Just
called
like
experimenting. Makes it more
yeah.
fun.
Oh, I love to experiment. Do you love to
Mm.
experiment?
Yep.
My favorite. Diane, the messy crafter that was here earlier, that has the pug pasties. She actually did an experiment for her hop video. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
go back and watch that whole thing through. I watched part of yours.
Generally, they're short videos, and mine was a little longer
Yeah,
this
it
time because I was explaining the wild
wasn't
abandon jar
terribly
that we're
long. It
playing
was
with.
16. It was 16 minutes, which I
Yeah.
think is just right. You know.
Well, it was. We tried to keep it around 12. And that was the longest
Oh,
one I
okay.
think I've ever made. I even had to edit it, and I'm not good at editing. But
Oh, I
I
hate
was talking about
editing.
the jar. That was why. I was explaining the wild abandon jar and how you play the game, and
Yeah.
you there are no rules. You do it any way you want. I'd love to see if other people make the jar and
Hmm.
how they're gonna do their own.
Right.
Um, and maybe we have different words in our jars. That'd be cool if we shared and just a
Yeah.
list. That'd be fun. I don't even know what's in mine anymore. I've been doing it for years. I mean, it's old stuff that I haven't done in a while in this jar. And if
Hmm.
I pull it out, then I, dust it off and try to use it. Okay. So I've glued. Need to ink a little bit. And I think we are almost out of time. We managed to between all the fun visiting and giggling and pug pasties. Hi, Jean. How are you? Jean, you're
Hi,
new. I'm so glad
Jane.
to have you here.
How are you? Jean is with grandbabies right now.
Oh,
Jean's my boss, by the way.
oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
So everybody be on your best behavior.
Oh no, no more
You get
pugs,
me in
huh?
trouble.
I don't know best behavior anymore. I haven't done that in a long time. Not in a long time. So let's finish up what we're doing here. We won't pull a third set, but boy, this was fun. It just flew
It was
by.
fun. It was very fun. I love doing stuff like this.
I'm looking for this. Well, I like having the challenge. I like having my decisions, some of them made for me. And
Hmm.
I have a question for everyone here. And not all the regular people are here tonight. I know it's holiday stuff, but when you watch on replay, Um, I would ask you to leave a comment and let me know if you're interested in playing the Wild Abandon game jar with me. I'll come up with a different name for it. Um, once a month, or if you want to do that, because I am more than happy to pull that jar out regularly. So if you feel like you're up for it and you want to play
I'll
too,
play.
that's
I love
great.
doing stuff like that.
That's awesome. And if you would love to join us, and I would love to have you, Laura, but everyone else, you can play or watch. It doesn't matter either way. Whatever makes you happy. I'll end up doing the back of this too, I think. This needs
Yeah,
this
I
needs some
can
more
play.
shading and
Now I can't commit
yeah, no, that's fine. I
to
every
yeah.
Thursday or whatever. Yeah, no, that's fine. Um, I guess I'm out. What? What do you
I would
mean?
say I was fussing and telling nobody to get me in trouble.
Oh.
And Diane says, "Well, I guess I'm out." She's being silly. She's
And
very
Martha
nice.
has a jar saved to see what she can come up with. That's awesome. I've seen people do similar games. And I was Carrie knows that I mentioned her at the end because she has her little mixed media cards. I've seen somebody did it with popsicle sticks. I don't remember who it was. It was years ago that I saw it.
I've
And
seen people do it with. I think that was Danina.
who?
Danina, the art bar. Is that
No,
who
I
you're
don't. I wouldn't
thinking
have
of?
subscribed there, so I don't. I think it was somebody else.
And there's another girl named uh, Create with Rebecca.
Hmm. Yeah,
I think
maybe. Maybe.
there's a few people that do the popsicle
Yeah.
stick thing.
This is easy and you can continue to add. I mean, I've got so many in here. Look at this. Look at this. And then I keep adding and adding and adding when I come up with new descriptive words, or I've got tassel here, trim. I mean, and might be lace, string, ribbon, trim, so it's in all different words that can be translated into other things, or maybe that mean more than one thing.
Hmm.
So that makes it really fun to, like those double meaning words. Um, I've got notion, like a sewing notion, or I
Oh,
have a
okay.
notion, or so I've got lots of unusual things in here, as well as all the colors of the rainbow and tools I have, and and customize it to the things you do, that way. Um,
Right.
if you're into alcohol ink, put alcohol ink in there. If you're into, but then if you pull something you don't like, you don't have to do it. It's your game. Do it any way you want, you can pick
Mm.
again. I like that. There are no rules. Okay, so
Martha
what I'm
says,
going to
Karen, add melted crayons and I'll play.
Oh, yeah. Well, I set up my encaustic space downstairs, but that's a completely separate thing um, that I'll be doing. And I'm only allowed to have one box of paper in there because I don't want it to be a big paper party, a paper explosion party. That's what I called it. I don't want that down there too. I can only handle that in one room, but we could always do wax. And, that, I mean, just like wax beads in a heat tool could totally be done. It's a little different with encaustic, though. It's got tree resin in it. It makes it hard. Oh, thank you,
Mm.
Diane. Oh, yeah, it really
Lovely.
does help with the swirling, Diane. It does.
Yep.
Did you read that?
Thank you, Felicia. She said she loved both of our buildings.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I'm glad you all had fun. I hope it was the holiday party. Should we sing carols or something now, or? to get us out?
Well, they would if they knew how I sing, they would probably if I put my PayPal in the chat, they would probably pay me not to do it.
Well, I used to have a band. I'm a singer. And I
Oh,
often
well,
sing during my live streams.
I do too, but
More of a joke. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
people
that's
want me
funny.
to, trust me.
All right. So these are the two
Felicia said, as long as I don't have to sing, as long as I don't
yeah.
have to sing, laugh out loud.
Yeah.
You can sit over here in the corner with me, Felicia, with the non-singers.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. So uh, yeah, those are my houses, or my church and my castle. I kind of didn't do a house because I did houses earlier, but I have a church and
I
I have
only
a
did
castle.
one, but it's a big one.
It is, and it's so cute, by the way. I
Thank
love it.
you.
And I can,
Yours are awesome. I love your little houses that you did earlier, and you just threw those together, didn't you?
I did. I used some of that, some of my scrap boards that I made.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of, that's a sticker that I made with my foam memo. And then this is embossed paper on a cereal box. So it's like doubled up. Yeah, it was fun. And what a great use for these things that come on the in the
Yeah,
packaging. Love
definitely.
that. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I need to stop saving stuff. Now I
Thank
found
you,
another use for
Laura.
something I saved. Great. Oh, I forgot my flower. Oh, you're right. Hold on. Doing a flower. Hold on, it's right here. It's not done. Hold on.
Diane says, believe it or not, I'm also a wallflower. Oh,
Oh, are
Merry
you?
Christmas to you too, Susie Q.
Are you
Good
really?
night to you.
Oh, thank you, Susie. Merry Christmas to you. We're about to log off. Oh, I'm gonna add something red or a poppy, a little poppy. I can,
And
yep,
these are
that's the
actually
one.
flower die cuts. So,
They
because I was
are. So
thinking,
do
oh
you?
man, I didn't, huh?
Did you end up using all 6 of the prompts on your house? Because it
I
kind of
did.
looks like you did, huh? That's
Hmm.
really good. Well, you get a double point. You win. You win.
You didn't use
You're gonna
yours?
win. Nope, yours is no. I used my prompts, but not on one building.
Oh,
I used
okay.
the first three on. I used the first 3 on my castle, and I used the next 3 on my church. And there it is
Okay.
with the flowers. Boy, that was fun.
It was fun. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Well, thank you for joining us. And thank you, Laura, for helping tonight and for playing along. It was so much fun.
It
And
really was.
yeah, and I
And
hope that you
please
guys
tell Violet, thank
do
you for
this.
letting me sit in. I did not do near a good as job as she does.
It's only because you were playing too, and that was
Yeah.
great. So that's totally fine. So if you guys want to do this challenge afterwards, remember it was gifted, fun edge, and green. That was the first one. And the second one was silver, book page, and flower. So if you do this, go over and share in Laura's group and share in the Art of Streams, which is Violet's group. And let me see what you did. Tag me, TextureJunkies, so I'll see.
And
And
group is Witch's Lair on Facebook.
the Witch's Lair.
And no, Witchy Laura's Lair.
All
Like my
right. Well,
name on the screen, Witchy Laura. It's Witchy Laura's
Lair.
Lair.
We'll have you
And it'll
added.
just let you right in.
Are you are you on Instagram? Can I put Witchy Laura Lair, Laura's Lair on in a hashtag at the end of the title tonight?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm not
We will do that.
sure if that'll So I'm not on
Or I'll just have
which.
you add
It's
a,
witchy. Hang on.
yeah, why don't you write it down for us?
Witchy Laura's lair.
There we go.
Can y'all read that?
And I will put it in the description as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And then we'll also have violets in there. And if you guys want to go post to both of them, that would be awesome. That would be
Yep,
double awesome.
that would be great.
I might send you some pink
Violet
slime.
has a great group. I'm sure y'all are already in hers.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Diana. Do we
Hey,
have
Diana.
three
How are
Dianes
you? I
and
haven't
Diana
seen you in
tonight?
forever.
Welcome. We're about to log off. But if anybody wants to do the prompts, here they are for your houses. I'm going to put that right there on the screen so you can see it. And thank you, everyone, for coming.
Yeah, thank y'all. I had so much fun. I love it over here. You guys are great.
It was a great night. So, Merry Christmas to everyone. Um,
Yes.
Party hard. I hope Santa brings you exactly what you want and you all have a magical night. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Merry Christmas, everybody.